I want to start with a powerful truth that many people overlook. Some of the biggest financial blessings do not arrive with warning signs. They do not come with loud announcements. They do not always appear as stacks of money or instant wealth. In many cases, they begin quietly. A new opportunity appears. A burden suddenly lifts. A door opens where there was once a wall. A connection forms at exactly the right moment. Looking back, people often realize that God had been working long before they saw the results. Right now, there are people carrying financial stress that nobody else knows about. They smile in public, but worry in private. They work hard every day, yet the pressure remains. Bills continue to arrive. Unexpected expenses keep showing up. Plans get delayed. Dreams seem farther away than ever. Many have spent nights praying for relief, asking God for help, asking Him for direction, and wondering when their breakthrough will finally come. There is something important to understand. God's timing is rarely the same as human timing. When people feel forgotten, God may actually be preparing something greater than they expected. Throughout history, some of the most remarkable stories of provision happened when situations looked impossible. The breakthrough often appeared at the moment when hope seemed to be fading. That pattern has not changed. Many believers expect miracles to happen in obvious ways. They expect dramatic events that instantly solve every problem. Yet some of God's greatest financial blessings arrive through channels that seem ordinary at first. A conversation, a decision, a lesson learned during a difficult season, a hidden opportunity that others ignored. The miracle begins quietly and grows into something life-changing. There is another fascinating truth that many people never consider. Financial breakthrough is not always about receiving more. Sometimes it begins with gaining wisdom. Sometimes it starts with protection from a costly key. Sometimes God closes one door because He sees danger behind it. At first, disappointment fills the heart. Later, gratitude takes its place because the closed door prevented a greater loss. That is why this message is so important. Tonight, we are going to explore 4 financial miracles that God may be releasing into your life right now. These are not random ideas. They are principles that have appeared throughout the lives of faithful believers for generations. Some are obvious, others are often overlooked. Yet all of them have the power to transform a person's financial future. One of these miracles involves opportunities that many people fail to recognize until it is too late. Another involves a gift that is more valuable than money itself. We will also discuss a form of restoration that has surprised countless people who thought their best days were behind them. And finally, we will uncover a type of provision that often arrives when it seems there is no solution left. As his message unfolds, you may begin to recognize signs that God is already moving in areas of your life that seemed unchanged. You may discover that certain events were not coincidences at all. You may see that some delays carried a purpose. You may even realize that your current season is preparing you for something greater than you expected. One reason many people miss their breakthrough is because they are looking in the wrong direction. They expect God to work according to their plans. Meanwhile, He is creating a path they never considered. The blessing is approaching, but they do not recognize it because it does not match their expectations. That is why watching this message until the very end is so important. Each miracle builds upon the one before it. By the time we reach the final point, a bigger picture begins to emerge. You will see how God's provision, wisdom, timing, and restoration often work together. Missing one part of the message could mean missing an important insight, that speaks directly to your situation. There is also a powerful prayer near the end that you will not want to miss. It is for financial wisdom, open doors, restoration, and divine provision. Many people find that prayer becomes a moment of renewed faith and encouragement during difficult seasons. The reality is that financial challenges can affect every part of life. They can create stress, uncertainty, and fear about the future. Yet faith reminds us that circumstances do not have the final word. Economic conditions do not have the final word. Unexpected setbacks do not have the final word. God remains able to provide, guide, restore, and open doors that no one else can open. If you are facing financial pressure today, do not allow discouragement to convince you that your story is over. Some of the greatest turnarounds begin during the darkest moments. Some of the greatest blessings arrive after long periods of waiting. Some of the greatest testimonies start with prayers that see Imed unanswered. The next few minutes may change the way you view your situation. They may help you recognize opportunities you have overlooked. They may strengthen your faith. Most importantly, they may remind you that God is still at work, even when the evidence is not immediately visible. So stay with me until the end, because the fourth financial miracle is often the one people least expect, yet it has the potential to change everything. Welcome to the channel. This is a place where faith grows stronger, hope is renewed, and God's promises are explored in a practical and encouraging way. If you enjoy messages about prayer, faith, financial breakthrough, Christian encouragement, and spiritual growth, make sure to subscribe and join our growing community. Now, let us begin with the first financial miracle God may be releasing into your life tonight. The first financial miracle God may be releasing into your life tonight is something many people overlook, because it does not always look like a miracle at first. It is the miracle of divine opportunities. When most people pray for financial breakthrough, they often expect money to appear immediately. They expect a sudden solution to every problem. Yet throughout Scripture, God frequently answered financial needs through opportunities rather than direct provision. This is a pattern that appears again and again. God opens a door. God creates a connection. God places an opportunity in someone's path. Then the person must decide whether they will recognize it and walk through it. One opportunity can change the direction of an entire life. A single conversation can lead to a new career. A single idea can become a successful business. A single introduction can connect you to people who help shape your future. The opportunity may seem small at first. In fact, many opportunities arrive disguised as ordinary events. That is why spiritual awareness matters. Many people spend so much time focusing on what they did, not have, that they miss what God is placing directly in front of them. Think about the stories throughout the Bible. Again and again, God created a path where none seemed to exist. When situations appeared impossible, He made a way. When resources seemed limited, He provided unexpected solutions. When doors appeared closed, He opened new ones. The lesson is simple. God is not limited by your current circumstances. The opportunity that changes everything may already be moving toward you. It could arrive through an unexpected phone call. It could come through a new relationship. It could appear as a business idea that keeps returning to your mind. It could be a job opportunity that you were not expecting. It could even begin as a challenge that forces you into a better direction. Many breakthroughs begin in forms that people initially reject because they do not look impressive. That is why you must stay alert. Pay attention to the opportunities appearing around you. Why attention to the ideas God places in your heart. Pay attention to the people entering your life. Pay attention to the doors opening unexpectedly. God may be positioning you for financial increase through an opportunity that seems small today but becomes significant tomorrow. And yet, opportunities alone are not enough. A person can stand in front of the right opportunity and still miss the blessing if they lack the wisdom to recognize it. That leads directly to the second financial miracle God may be releasing into your life tonight, the miracle of supernatural wisdom. Many people underestimate the value of wisdom because it cannot be measured as easily as money. Yet one wise decision can be worth more than years of hard work. One correct financial choice can save thousands of dollars. One moment of discernment can prevent years of regret. One act of wisdom can create opportunities that continue producing results for years. There is a reason Scripture places such importance on wisdom. God often blesses people with wisdom before He blesses them with wealth, because wealth without wisdom can disappear quickly. But wisdom creates the foundation that allows blessings to grow and remain. This kind of wisdom affects every area of financial life. It influences spending habits. It shapes priorities. It guides investments. It affects business decisions. It helps people avoid unnecessary debt. It protects them from costly mistakes. Many financial problems are not caused by a lack of opportunity. They are caused by poor decisions repeated over time. That is why wisdom itself is a miracle. There may be moments when you feel a strong conviction not to move forward with something. There may be situations where a deal looks attractive on the surface, but something inside tells you to wait. There may be times when God directs your attention toward an opportunity others ignore. These moments should not be dismissed. God often guides his people through wisdom, discernment, and inner conviction. Ask him for wisdom. Pray for understanding. Seek his direction before making major decisions. Listen carefully. The answer may not always come through dramatic signs. Sometimes it comes through clarity. Sometimes it comes through peace. Sometimes it comes through a growing awareness of the right path. Financial breakthrough often begins with financial wisdom. And there is another miracle many believers overlook because they focus only on what they have lost. The third financial miracle is restoration. This is one of the most encouraging truths in Scripture. God is a God of restoration. Many people carry deep disappointment over financial setbacks. Some have lost opportunities. Others have experienced failed investments. Some have watched businesses struggle. Others have endured seasons where resources seem to disappear faster than they arrived. These experiences can create discouragement. They can cause people to believe they have missed their chance. They can convince people that the best opportunities are behind them. But God specializes in restoring what appears lost. Time may have passed. Opportunities may have been missed. Mistakes may have been made. Yet none of these things place restoration beyond God's reach. Some of the most remarkable testimonies begin after major setbacks. Some of the greatest victories come after seasons of loss. God can create new opportunities that recover ground once thought gone forever. He can open doors that compensate for years of struggle. He can bring new growth from situations that seemed finished. Your current situation is not necessarily your final destination. The chapter you are living today is not the entire story. God sees possibilities where human beings see limitations, and that truth prepares us for the fourth miracle, a miracle that often arrives when people least expect it. The miracle of unexpected provision. God's provision is not limited by human calculations. It is not restricted by economic conditions. It is not controlled by circumstances. Throughout Scripture, God repeatedly provided for his people during moments when solutions seemed impossible. Again and again, provision arrived from unexpected directions. Needs were met at the exact moment they needed to be met. Help arrived at the right time. Resources appeared when they seemed unavailable. This pattern continues today. Sometimes provision comes through people. Sometimes it comes through opportunities. Sometimes it comes through protection from loss. Sometimes it comes through answers that nobody anticipated. That is why faith remains important during seasons of uncertainty. Keep trusting, keep praying, keep believing. God's provision is never restricted by your current circumstances. Even when you cannot see the solution, God can already see the path ahead. As these miracles begin to unfold, there are important ways to position yours. To receive what God is doing. Remain grateful even while waiting. Stay faithful during difficult seasons. Be generous whenever possible. Continue praying consistently. Trust God's timing even when progress seems slow. Faith is not passive. Faith remains active. Faith stays prepared. Faith continues moving forward. And when God opens a door, faith is willing to walk through it. As we come to the end of this message, remember this powerful truth. Your current financial situation does not define your future. The challenges you see today are not greater than God's ability to provide, restore, guide, and bless. Tonight may be the beginning of a new chapter in your life. Perhaps nothing looks different yet. Perhaps the answers you have been praying for have not fully appeared. But many of God's greatest works begin behind the scenes. Long before the breakthrough becomes visible, God is already moving pieces into place. The opportunity you need may already be approaching. The connection that opens a new door may already be forming. The wisdom that protects your future may already be growing within you. The provision you have been praying for may be closer than you think. Do not allow temporary delays to convince you that God has forgotten you. His timing is perfect. His plans are greater than anything you can currently see. Even when circumstances seem uncertain, God remains faithful. Stay faithful in prayer. Stay hopeful in difficult moments. Stay grateful for what you already have. Stay ready for the opportunities God places before you. The same God who provided yesterday is still providing today. The same God who opened doors in the past is still opening doors now. The same God who restored what seemed lost is still restoring lives, families, careers, businesses, and finances. As you go forward from this moment, choose faith over fear. Choose trust over doubt. Choose expectation over discouragement. And before you leave, I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, type, "I receive God's financial blessing." Let that be your declaration of faith today. If this message encouraged you, take a moment to like this video. Your support helps this message reach more people who may be searching for hope, encouragement, and God's promises during difficult seasons. And if you have not already subscribed, be sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications for more daily prayers, faith-building messages, Christian motivation, and encouragement for financial breakthrough and spiritual growth. Thank you for spending this time with us today. As you prepare for rest tonight, remember that God never stops working. While you sleep, He may already be arranging opportunities, connections, wisdom, favor, and provision that will impact your future in ways you cannot yet see. Trust Him, remain faithful, keep believing, and expect His goodness to show up in your life. May God bless you, guide you, protect you, provide for every need according to His perfect will. We will see you in the next video.